pushed me here. They pushed me in this position.
Rodney Maki's 24-year career as a law enforcement officer with the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis ended due to one decision in January.
You'll have a choice. Either get the vaccination or you'll be fired. You'll be terminated.
The bank employs more than 1,000 people. It's one of 12 in the Federal Reserve System, storing currency, processing transactions, and supervising commercial banks in 6 states. Officer Maki's fight with the Fed began last summer when he submitted a request for accommodation to the vaccine. Stating his, quote, informed conscience and sincere religious beliefs tell me it's morally unacceptable to receive COVID-19 vaccines that have used cell lines from living persons killed by the harvest of their organs for use in medical research and production processes.
Well, how that was performed and done, it's just clear and simple. They removed the live baby and got that cell line, HEK 293.
You were against this from the very beginning?
Absolutely.
The bank granted Maki's religious exemption in August. He agreed to mask, test weekly, social distance, and not eat in the cafeteria or use the gym. But by December, bank management changed their minds.
Well, Mr. Maki, as you know, your exemption was temporary. And once I heard that, I knew exactly where this was going.
We looked at this and said, this is just wrong. Officer Maki should not be treated this way, and we want to do what we can to help.
On behalf of Officer Maki, the Upper Midwest Law Center has filed a charge of discrimination with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The law firm has been contacted by a number of other former employees at the Fed with similar stories.
We just think that it is important that every business in Minnesota and anywhere around the country recognize sincerely held religious beliefs like Officer Maki's and not essentially create pretext to fire employees because of those religious beliefs, and that's what the Fed has done here.
Court documents point to a past case when the bank hired another officer, changing schedules and shifts, who requested and was given a religious accommodation.
This religious exemption was available in the past from the Federal Reserve Bank for other reasons unrelated to the vaccine. Suddenly, when you have what appears to many people to be a more political issue with the vaccine coming around, suddenly religious rights aren't that important.
Ultimately, what do you think is behind this?
I try not to speculate too much about what the motivations of the Federal Reserve Bank might be, but we've seen a lot of public pronouncements by the president of the Federal Reserve that have said things along the lines of that we want to have full compliance with the vaccine mandates. I think that that's something that Officer Maki has also corroborate he's heard internally as well.
In a statement to Alpha News, a spokesperson for the Federal Reserve said that it isn't able to comment on individual employment matters and that its, quote, first priority is employee health and safety, and our vaccination policies are designed to ensure a safe and healthy workplace for everyone. The bank provides reasonable accommodations to employees as long as accommodation does not present undue hardship, including health and safety risks.
It's hard to avoid the conclusion this is political when they had every reason to, for example, delay his termination, and they chose not to. They had multiple different jobs that were available. They had previously accommodated shift changes. They chose not to do any of that for Officer Maki. And to me, that just screams out an unwillingness to accommodate.
As far as the choice I had, there was no choice. The consequences are grave.
It's not the way Rodney Maki wanted to end his long career at the place and for the people he swore to serve and protect.